Hello, friends. Welcome to Faith Infusion, where you get your weekly dose of faith. I believe you are doing well. I'm doing well from this side. There's no complaint whatsoever. God has and is always good. Now, today, God placed in my heart to talk to you about watching. Yes, we talk most of the time. We talk about praying and watching. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is this: most of the time when we emphasize praying is awesome. Prayer is good. As a matter of fact, you can't be a Christian without actually praying. But most of the time we lay the emphasis on the praying part without laying emphasis on the watching. Your prayer is never complete without watching. Okay, watching meaning that, in summary, that you've been observant, you've been alert, you've been sober. Okay, you'll be discerning on how temptation actually happens, okay, or comes against you. Observing and paying attention when God answers, how He does answer. Okay, God wants you to pay attention. He's saying to you, son, daughter, pay attention. Okay, most of the time God answers our prayer. We don't actually know when He does so. Let me give an instance. Somebody actually praying to God, Father, Lord, give me apple. And because you're not paying attention, God, most of the time when we ask for things, He gives us seed because He's more interested, okay, in generational blessings, okay, than just giving you a thing. And then you pray to God to give you an apple, but instead God actually opened a door for you to actually get apple seeds. Okay, and because you didn't get apple in the whole form, you think God has not answered your prayer, and then you keep praying. But meanwhile, God has actually given you seeds, and then you miss out exactly on what God actually has done. So God wants you to pay attention. So if you pay attention, you are watchful enough, you will know when God has answered your prayer. Let me just actually share Mark chapter 13, verse 32. Look, this is what He said. He said, take heed, watch and pray. Now the emphasis, watch and pray. Prayer must go together with the watching. You must be alert, okay? Watch and pray, for you do not know when the time is. For you do not know when the time is, okay? Another instance is this: you are praying to God, Father, Lord, give me patience. Give me patience. You've been praying about it for a long time, and now God brings certain people into your life, okay, that will actually help you to grow in that area. Now they have tested you, actually, your patience enough, and now you are actually cutting away from them. You asking God to take them away from your life. Meanwhile, you are the one praying to God that God should grant you patience, and yet you don't want to actually exercise patience. How can you know if God has actually given you patience if it's not tested? And most of the time we miss out. Why? Because we are not actually alert, we are not paying attention, we are not observant, okay, and then we are not sober. God wants you not just alone to pray. Prayer is awesome, but you need to watch. You need to be watchful. Keep your eyes, okay, open, okay. Pay attention to what God is doing actually in your life. Most of the time, like they said, say blessing comes, okay, in overall. Most of the time when we look at it, we see God comes and gives us things, and diamond disguise in rough form, and because we don't observe that within that particular depth, within that particular roughness, that there's a blessing of God inside of it, we miss them. Why? Because we are not watchful. So God is saying, whatever you are believing, okay, for right now, pay attention, be alert, be watchful. Don't just pray, be watchful, okay, because on the other side there is a blessing if you can pay attention.